Last Friday, when I was leading a Shabbat service for our preschoolers, in preparation for Thanksgiving, I asked them what they were grateful for. One of them said, "I'm thankful for my big brother." Someone else said, "I'm thankful for mommy and daddy." Another girl said, "I'm thankful for both of my mommies," which was wonderful. But my personal favorite was, "I'm thankful for Winnie the Pooh." And you see, that was my favorite because when I was their age, I also loved Winnie the Pooh. This is a 34-year-old Pooh Bear. And this Shabbat, the Shabbat of Thanksgiving, I wanted to share a little Winnie wisdom with you. A. Milne wrote, "Piglet noticed that even though he had a very small heart, it could hold a rather large amount of gratitude." Piglet noticed that even though he had a very small heart, it could hold a rather large amount of gratitude. Now, I'm pretty sure that is the first time a pig has ever been quoted on this bima. But Piglet has a point. No matter how young or old we are, no matter how big or small we are, how rich or poor, how healthy or sick, we all have something, hopefully many things, to be grateful for. And that is what this week's holiday is all about. Yesterday, when we gathered around the table with our family or our chosen family, our friends, hopefully we each took a moment to recognize the blessings that we have in our lives. But I know that holidays are not always fun, are not always joyous for everyone. Maybe we had no one to be with, or our family dynamics are complicated. Or maybe this year, a chair around the table was empty for the first time. Even so, the wisdom of Thanksgiving and the wisdom of Piglet is to find something, anything, that we can be thankful for. Now, Thanksgiving is a secular holiday, but it really is such a Jewish holiday. It doesn't exactly follow the Jewish holiday formula. They killed us, we survived, let's eat. That's the first time you heard that. It's true. But being intentional about finding gratitude is central to what it means to be a Jew. Upon awaking in the morning, the first thing that we say, Modeh ani lefanecha, I give thanks before you. It thanks God for the chance to be alive just one more day. And that word modeh, or modim, as we said a moment ago, and the Hebrew word todah, thank you, they share a root with the word for Jew, Yehudah. To be a Jew means to seek out and to lift up the beauty and blessings in our lives, to be thankful. And the Jewish way to show appreciation for those blessings is to say a blessing ourselves. A blessing, a bracha, is the intersection of appreciation, internalization, and communication. When we say a blessing, we are declaring that what we have, that what we are doing in this moment is special. Saying a bracha makes an ordinary moment a holy moment. Drinking grape juice or lighting candles, as we just did a moment ago, it's just a simple everyday action. But when we do it on a Friday night, when we say the blessing, we bring in the holiness of Shabbat. And as Jews, we have blessings for nearly everything. A blessing for a sunset, a blessing for seeing a flower bloom, for thunder and lightning. One of my favorites, for reuniting with an old friend that we haven't seen in way too long. When we take the time to say a blessing, we not only exercise our muscle for gratitude, we bring holiness, we bring divinity, some call it God, into our lives. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, the rabbi who inspired much of how we practice and think about God and Judaism today, he said that awe, or radical amazement, as he put it, is the cardinal attitude of a religious Jew. Awe is the cardinal attitude, the cardinal emotion of how we relate to God. And there is no better path to a life of amazement than recognizing and blessing the little moments in our life. In fact, the Talmud teaches that we should say 100 blessings a day. 100 blessings a day. So I did the math, and with 8 hours of sleep, that's a blessing more than every 10 minutes. And imagine for a moment how different our outlook on life would be if we sought out the good every 10 minutes. If that seems a little daunting, a little aspirational, maybe you can think of just 3 things you could do every day, or that you even already do every day, that you could start to bless. When I was a rabbinical student and I was home in Memphis for the summer, I had the honor of teaching Torah study here one Shabbat. That parashah was related to blessings, and at the end of I just realized the Pooh Bear is still up here. At the end of the class, I invited everyone to write their own blessing. And I wrote one about playing or walking with my dog, Abby. Here it is. Baruch atah Adonai, ruach ha'olam, shebara b'nei adam v'chayot shebenehem yesh havanat lev. Blessed are you, God, Spirit of the universe, who created humans and animals who between them have an understanding of the heart. What in your life can you bless? What can you lift up and make holy? Maybe it's time with family. Maybe it's making a meal that someone else will enjoy. Maybe it's hearing the leaves or the grass rustle in the wind. What blessing can we add to our routine? I think it's important to say that God and we can hear blessings in all languages. But of course, as Jews, we have a Lashon Kodesh, we have a holy language. So if you would like to write your own blessing but want to say it in Hebrew, just send me an email after Shabbat and I will help you translate it. Gratitude, thanksgiving, is not only a way to deepen our spiritual connection. It's a path to making our society and our world better. Too often today, we are too quick to criticize and too slow to appreciate. It's so easy to see a tweet or to get bad customer service or even just to disagree with someone and then to rush to criticize them and put them down. But my old rabbinic mentor in New York, he had a sign on his office that said, "Don't kvetch, kvel." It's a good one. It's a keeper. Actually, I've also seen that on t-shirts and mugs. But what can we quell over this Shabbat? Who can we tell that we appreciate them? We appreciate what they do for us, for our families, for this whole world. The more that we share our gratitude, our appreciation, no matter how poor or rich we are, no matter how big or small we are, no matter how young or old we are, the more we share our blessings, the more our hearts will swell. Happy Thanksgiving. Shabbat Shalom.